York here, your Vegan Punk Pinup. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of York and Spoon. So today I'm going to show you a breakfast recipe. I feel like I haven't done a lot of breakfasts, and to be honest, it's because I'm not much of a breakfast eater. It's not that I don't like to eat in the morning, I do, and it's good for you, but I get up really early, so anything that takes any time just isn't going to happen. I can put together a smoothie in the morning, but I put together my smoothie pack, so I assemble everything, chop everything, peel my citrus fruits, whatever it may be, and put them in a bag or a container in the fridge the night before. So all I have to do is just throw that in the liquid in the blender and take that smoothie to go in the car with me. This recipe is one that you can do the night before, so that's even better. In the morning, you just grab the jar and go. So I'm gonna be making for you a cardamom, pear, and walnut overnight oats. So if you haven't had overnight oats yet, I highly recommend them. They are a very filling breakfast and oh so easy. All about the easy. So you need a jar or some kind of container. If you're gonna eat this at home, you could use another kind of covered container. Jars make a perfect portable container, so I usually make up 5 of these for a whole week and just keep them in the fridge, grab one in the morning, and then eat it once I get to my desk at work. So we're gonna start by and I'm just gonna put everything right in my jar. See if I can do this without spilling oats everywhere. But I've got half a cup of rolled oats. So these are not instant oats. These are, aside from steel cut, the next least processed. And then to that, we're gonna add 1 cup of your favorite non-dairy milk. So today I happen to have unsweetened hemp milk. So hemp milk happens to be my favorite. I go a little bit out of my way when I do want a morning latte to the shop that carries hemp milk. It makes a very creamy latte and is also gonna make a very creamy overnight oat. To this, we're also gonna add a little bit of chia seeds. So these are a good source of omega-3s, and they're also gonna suck up some of the liquid in here. So about a tablespoon, depending on how thick you like them. If you want them even thicker, you can do up to 2 tablespoons. So we're gonna give this a stir real quick. Now you could prep your toppings and wait to just sprinkle them on top when you're gonna eat this, but I actually like to usually put my fruit into the mix so that it acts as a sweetener. So I did use an unsweetened milk. If you find that this is not sweet enough for you, by all means add your favorite sweetener of choice, but I prefer to get my sweetness from fruit. So I'm gonna cut this pear, and you want one that's still on the firm side. So I'm just cutting around the core first, and then we'll chop this guy up, and I'm gonna add in a whole pear. So you want a small dice so that you can stir this in really well with your oats. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's nice to bite into a bit of crunchy sweet pear in this recipe. And one of my other favorite things about overnight oats is they are so versatile. So this is just one possible flavor combination. I've done peanut butter and banana, that's a fun one. You could do any kind of berries on top with any combination of nuts or seeds. I might do apple and pecan this time of year. I also really like to add some fresh pureed pumpkin or canned pumpkin if you'd like into the mix as well, and then drizzle it on top with a little bit of molasses so you get a nice dose of iron and kind of very fall-like flavors. If you want to see any of those other flavor combinations made, let me know and I can probably arrange to do that on a future episode. So this is actually a pretty big pear. I think for now I'm going to stop at half and see how we do once we stir that up. I'm going to add some walnuts to this recipe as well. So I've got a 1/4 cup here that I'm just going to roughly chop. So we've got a little bit smaller pieces. All right, perfect. We're going to add that in. And then lastly, for a bit of flavor, and it goes really well with pear, is some cardamom. It smells so good. So I'm just gonna add a pinch, I'd say 1/8 to up to 1/4 teaspoon if you wanna measure that out. It is a very strong flavor, so you can start with a little bit and taste test, and then we're just gonna give this a stir. So we want everything mixed together. And right now it looks like a wet mess, but once this sits for a couple hours, it's gonna be ready to eat. So you don't need to do anything more with it at this point. Stick it in the fridge overnight, hence the name overnight oats. And in the morning, give it one more stir. If you want to add some more fresh fruit or nuts on the top, go for it. If you need some sweetener, go for it. But this is the perfect portable breakfast, especially for this time of year when we're very busy. I'm looking forward to hearing what your favorite flavor combinations might be in overnight oats. So let me know in the comments below if you have an idea for a good flavor combo. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. I look forward to having you join us for future recipes. Thank you.